Charlie, friends, with the BBC seemingly in a downward spiral and refusing to budge on their controversial scrapping of free TV licences for over 75s, which has resulted in ever more people cancelling their TV licences, unless the BBC have honked themselves on this one. Honk honk. The state of the mainstream media has never been worse. But surprise, surprise, they will not change course until people refuse to buy into their nonsense. We are starting to see more people becoming red-pilled, but this is only a trickle at the moment, and until this becomes a fast-flowing river, then sadly the status quo will remain. The mainstream media is now little more than clickbait and hit pieces with poor moral and journalistic standards. A recent example of this is the sad story about Dutch teenager Noah Pothoven. A victim of multiple sex acts throughout her tragically short life, she began to battle with depression, PTSD and anorexia. She wrote about her struggles and became a best-selling author and received praise for her bravery, but sadly her mental state persisted, and aged 16, she made the decision to die via euthanasia. She simply could not take life and its pressures anymore. Recently it was announced in the media that Noah had died from legal euthanasia, except that she hadn't in real life. She had died, but from starvation. The media stooped that low to knowingly lie about Noah, who had already suffered enough, because it was a more interesting and therefore a more profitable headline. Plus, you cannot libel the dead. Journalism is now about not reporting a story. It's about likes, shares, clicks, and interest. Stories which grab attention will always outsell and outrank those who will only be of interest to a small crowd of people. For example, if Nigel Farage farted loudly on TV, it would be the only item of interest that day on mainstream media and on social media. Fartgate exclusive, everybody. Farts are now racist. If you fart, you're an evil alt-righter. The traction behind a good story is the only thing that matters. The truth can always come out years or decades later. It's not as if the useful idiots whose money props up the media will question anything. Besides, the media can block and ban people online if they disagree with the narrative. This is why the recent attacks on people who don't believe in the mantra has been as vicious as it has been. If you will not buy into the nonsense and fakery of the media, you're a problem for them, and without the knowledge and skills of being able to debate you sensibly on a level playing field, they can only do anger and ban this person. You should always treat an angry person who comes at you with nonsense as a moron, as people who get easily offended and demand validation usually have small IQs and small something else's. Highly skilled and highly intelligent people use debate and discussion and rationale. They do not have to make stuff up to get attention. At this point, can we call the alt-right the new Mensa? Surely, friends, keep smart.